friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I'm playing with the new Oden's Eye Ice Crystal palette. I'm really excited. This is very just wintry, colorful. It's giving like colors reflecting through crystal. We'll get there. We'll get to the inside soon. But I'm excited to play with it. In this video, I'll be doing 2 looks. I'll be doing swatches, all that good stuff. I also do plan on doing an additional look over on like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. So if you want to see an extra look, it'll be coming. We are just going to hop into it. This palette is launching on Saturday, November 15th. I will have the launch details down in my description box. They haven't revealed it officially as I'm filming this video, so I'm just going based on the email that they sent me, but should be live on November 15th at 11 a.m. EST. The email also says their Black Friday promotions are starting that day. I don't know exactly what their promotions are going to be, but those should also be kicking off on launch day as well. They'd also sent along this cute little tote bag. I don't know if this is like a gift with purchase or if you can purchase it separately, but it's very cute and I love a tote bag. I take bags with me every time like I go to the grocery store or go book shopping, so this is very well loved. As always, I always like to give the little spiel, the little reminder for those of you who need to hear it, but just because I'm sitting here playing with something new does not mean you need anything new yourself. Don't let makeup FOMO get to you. Obviously, if you're interested in this palette, I hope my video can be helpful for you in making your decision, but don't feel pressured to buy something just because something's new. Hopefully my video and my looks can also serve as like entertainment or maybe inspiration for shopping your own stash. But if you do end up shopping, I do have an affiliate code with the brand. It's battybean if you want to save some money, but again, no pressure. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in, look at the inside of this palette, do some swatches, get into the looks, all that good stuff. The cover is so pretty. I love all these twinkly little snowflakes going around. It's so ethereal. I love the little pops of warmth like kind of peeking out throughout all this iciness. And then the inside looks like this. We have 24 shades here. This is a similar layout to their like shadow and light collection that they did a while back. We have kind of a mixture of icy tones with the blues, the mints, the lavenders, even the smoky grays, but then we also have some fun pops of warmth with like these peachy oranges, the yellowy tones. I think it's a really fun combination, and honestly, like the more I've looked at it and the more I've played with it, the more I've really enjoyed it. I feel like it just plays together really well. I feel like you can kind of stick to certain color families, but you can also kind of mix and match and do very cool contrasting things. I don't know how well you can see it, but I have this kind of crystal candle holder back here, and I feel like it literally looks like what the colors in this palette are giving. Like it's kind of giving like when you have something that's crystally, especially when it comes to winter time, and then there's like the colors of like different Christmas lights peeking through it or something like that. I feel like that's kind of what this represents, at least in my head. Even like stuff like this, like I looked up just like an ice crystal on Pinterest, and like the way the little colors like peek through it, I feel like that's what this palette is giving, and I think that's really fun. I like unique kind of out of the box color stories and themes, and I think this is a really fun twist on like a typical winter theme, because I feel like with Christmas, holiday, winter launches, we can tend to see a lot of the same things, so I always appreciate when we can go out of the box a little bit. I think this is really fun. I personally love Oden's eyeshadows. I've loved them since the beginning, and in my opinion, they've only improved over the years. I find their mattes to be very blendable and very pigmented, and I find the shimmers to just be really pretty. Like I love the reflex, I love the different textures. They have some that are more glossy, wet looking. They have some that are ultra shifty, sparkly. They have some that are more like smooth to the touch, some that are more like that flaky, dimensional, shifty sort of vibe. I like the mixture. I think it's fun. But yeah, I think I've said it all as far as the palette goes. Let's get into the looks and then we will chat some more at the end. All right, let's get into this first look. As far as my accessories go, I just have this old Amazon wig. This is an old basic choker. I'm not sure where it's from. And just a basic black beanie. I don't have specific details for you today. But anyway, let's get into this first look. I'm very excited. I want to do kind of like a blue mint sort of combination. So I'm going to start by priming with my DD's Signature Cookie Primer. I'm just going to smear a little bit of this on and blend it out. I'm so excited for just like some, I don't know, just fun, whimsical vibes. I'm very much in the festive spirit already, so anything with like a holiday or an icy or a wintry theme, I am here for. So I'm going to start with this Midnight Sapphire shade. I'm going to use this Sigma AB4 brush. That is such a good shade of blue, and I'm just going to really pack it in this outer corner. I want lots of heavy focus in the outer corner as far as the mattes and the depth goes, so that the front half can be very just light and minty and whimsical. Oh, that is such a pretty shade of blue. I love that. Gonna connect that a little bit on that lower lash line. I also have my windows open because it feels deliciously beautiful outside today. It's so crispy and lovely. So if you hear crows cawing, that's what's going on. I don't know if the mic picks it up, but there's a crow going off right now. I'm gonna start blending that blue out with Frozen Lake. I'm gonna use this little Alter Ego 201 brush, and I'm just gonna start blending that at the very edges of this blue, just to get that a little bit softer. I feel like I never get sick of blue eyeshadow. I just think it's so pretty, and I feel like it's so, I don't know, it's such a stereotypical thing of like, oh, if you have light eyes, you can't wear blue eyeshadow. I so disagree with that. Literally wear whatever you want. I feel like whatever makes you happy. Like, I'm not gonna wear eyeshadow just based on my eye color, because like I can't change that, you know? That's wild. I'm gonna take the minty shade next, Glacial Mist. I'm gonna use this little blending brush from Cleone and Bad to the Brow, and I'm gonna start popping that in the inner corner. I am gonna add some shimmer to the inner corner as well, but I wanna start adding some of the mint, because I kind of wanted it to be like blue on the outer half and then mint on the inner half, rather than blending them together, if that makes sense. Kind of wanted them to be their two separate things. I love this. This is so cute. Even as a full matte look, like if you just blended like the blue and the mint like across the lid and made them meet in the middle, but still like a half and half, I think that would be really pretty. But you know me, I'm such a shimmer fiend. I'm gonna take my Shine On Shimmer Primer now between Cleone and Bad to the Brow, and I'm going to just pop a little of that across the lids. This is just gonna prep my lids nicely for shimmer so that everything stays put and pops nicely. So I am gonna put Mint Forest on the main part of it, but I do want a little bit of Starfall Snow in the outer corner as well, just to add a little bit of depth. So I think I am gonna start with the mint though. Let's start with Mint Frost. Ooh, that is so pretty. I'm just gonna plop that on pretty much the majority of my lid, like really right where the blue starts to build up. That's where I'll kind of stop. Oh, I love that. I feel like a minty eyeshadow is just always so cute. It's so whimsical. It's so charming. Oh, I love it. I love how glossy and wet looking that is. It's so pretty. I'm gonna take some of that Starfall Snow shade now. That's a tongue twister. I'm just taking it on this little pencil brush from Blend Bunny because I want to be a little bit more precise with this rather than just using my finger. And I'm just building this in the outer corner just to add a little bit of depth and kind of connect those shimmers together a little bit to blend into all these blue mattes as well. I'm taking a little bit more of that Mint Frost shade, and I just want to kind of intentionally place it here on that lower lash line, kind of in between that inner corner and where that blue is on the lower lash line, just for some extra twinkle. Clearly I wanted to just look like winter today. I think this is so pretty. Oh, I love these shades of blue so much. And I was thinking of adding a little bit of extra twinkle to the inner corner, but I don't think I want to. I think I'm gonna leave it with the matte mint because I just think it looks so good. I do want to take this Crystal Frost shade though, and I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with that. I'm just using that same Glaminatrix pencil brush that I used for that lower lash line. I just wiped it off first. And I'm just gonna highlight my brow bone with this for a little extra twinkle. Added my little details. I added some face crystals. I feel like I can't play with the Ice Crystal palette without including crystals on my face, you know? Added my little spiky lash clusters, and I also added in this blue eye pencil from Oden's Eye because I felt like it kind of fit the vibe nicely. Also, the crows are going crazy again, if you can hear them. What are you laughing at? For lips, I want to just do something kind of like soft pinkish. So I'm gonna start with the Rosewood pencil from Lawless. I am just going to line and lightly fill in. Now that that's covering really the majority of my lips, I'm gonna take my Moody liquid lipstick from Blend Bunny. This is more of like a soft, like mauve-y pink, but I figured the combination would be really cute with this. Kind of make this pink tone down a little bit more, make it a little more muted. Kind of blending those two shades together. I like this combination. I like it a lot. Here is that first look complete. I love how this turned out. I love the bold blue. I love the accents of mint. I just think it's so pretty. It's wintry, it's icy, it's so fun. I love this. I love this so much. I think it's so cute. Everything performed so beautifully. I love how these shimmers look. I'm so happy with this. But let's move on now to the second look. Shall we get into the second look? I'm very excited. I want to do something kind of dark and smoky with like some of those darker like grayish tones, but then play with pops of warmth. I think it's going to be really cool. Honestly, same deal with my accessory details, just a different wig, old Amazon wig, old basic choker, and a basic black beanie. Nothing fancy in this video, apparently. Priming again with my DD Signature Cookie Primer. I'm just gonna slather that on and blend it out. I'm so excited for this look. I feel like it's gonna be such a difference compared to look number one. I am so ready. I have high hopes. I really enjoyed look one, and I'm excited to continue playing with this. So I'm gonna start with my smoky base. I wanna take Winter Night, this darker grayish color, and then blend it out with Cocoa Dust, which is a little bit of a lighter grayish color. They're like almost bordering like a grayish brown. Like they're not like true grays, but they're not like brown either. In my opinion, it's kind of in between. I'm gonna take this Sigma AB3 brush, and I'm gonna pack this all across my lid. I am gonna be covering it with shimmer, but I just want a nice smoky base to start before I add my shimmer accents. So just kind of taking this all across my lid. I'll be using that other shade again to help blend it out, but just kind of getting it laid down for now. Just trying to get a nice coated layer. Just kind of keeping it mostly focused on like my actual like lid itself. I don't really want to drag this through the crease. I'm also gonna pop some of this against that lower lash line. And I'm just gonna drag it all the way across from inner to outer. So now taking Cocoa Dust, I'm using a Blend Bunny B4 brush. And I'm just gonna start blending the very edges of this. I am gonna use one more shade to help blend it out, to add just a little bit of color in here. But I'm just kind of putting this here first to kind of soften it, just taking it sort of right in that deep part of the crease. Just getting everything a teeny bit softer. Just starting that blur and that blend and that gradient just a little bit. Let's add a smidgen of color before we start our shimmers. I'm gonna take Blush Quartz, this kind of just light dusty lavender. I'm gonna use my Singe E02 brush just for, again, just a little bit of lightness in here. I'm gonna just take this along the outside edges of my look, just get everything a little bit more blurred. Honestly, it's doing kind of what I expected. Like the purple's not showing through like crazy just because it's so light and I'm using it in such a fluffy way rather than a concentrated way. But it is helping to just kind of diffuse the edges of this really nicely before I start going in with all my shimmers. I'm so excited to add like warmth with the shimmers with this look because I think the contrast is going to be really cool. Taking my Shine On Shimmer Primer again, I'm just going to do a little dollop of this across the lids. Nothing too crazy. Even this look by itself, I don't mind. It's just like a nice kind of soft smoky sort of look. But in my household, I like to add shimmer to everything. So I'm dying to use this Emerald Mist shade. It looks so pretty. Like it's kind of like a greenish, orangey, shifty multi-chrome kind of situation. I'm gonna just go, I'm going very light with this. A very light hand, light little taps. I don't want to just smear it all across my lid because I really wanted this to be an overlay over that smokiness. That's kind of what I was going for with this look. Look how pretty that is. The warmth against all these like greigey tones, so pretty. Really vibe with that. I think that's really cool. For the inner corner, I want to take Prism Shine. I'm really attracted to that as well. It's kind of like this like yellowy with this minty kind of shine going through it. I just think it's so cool. So I really want that in the inner corner. I'm gonna use this little Game Beauty brush and I want to heavily pack that in here. Ooh, yeah, that little shine of yellow going through. I think this is such a cool combo. And honestly, if you're someone who's kind of scared of color, to me this feels kind of tame because it's just like little flashes of color, but it's also kind of muted. Oh, the cool meets the warmth is so fun. I'm gonna highlight the brow bone with this too. Why not? Let's just go crazy. What if we added one more pop of warmth? What if we took Peach Glow? I actually wasn't even intending on doing this, so this is kind of my wild card moment. I'm gonna use this E30 brush from Sigma. And I just want to pack a little of this matte, like peachy orange shade in the front part of that lower lash line. Yes, I feel like that just ties that lid shade together so nicely. Ooh, that was a good choice. I'm really happy with that choice. I really like seeing this oranginess with this grayiness. I think that's a really fun combo. And I don't think I've really messed around with a combo like this in a while. I think this is super fun. All right, throw my little spiky lash clusters. I also added a wing because I don't know, I felt like the wing just added even more edge to this color contrasting look. I did add little face crystals to the inner corner. I just went with this like minty one because I felt like it kind of reflected the shift in that shimmer shadow. I also added in my eye pencil. I think this is called Colorful Black from Oden's Eye. They only have the numbers written on them though, so I never know exactly what the name is. Everything will be in the description box, of course, but I just wanted to go with this kind of smoky gray to go with the gray. And speaking of gray, I was thinking a gray lip would be very cool with this look. So this is Artemis from Menagerie. I'm just going to apply this. I'm not even going to use a lip pencil. Crazy, right? I always use a lip pencil. But I just want just a solid dark gray lip today. I'm loving this color contrast. I think this lip was the perfect choice for this look. I just love the way these colors are playing together. I think this is so fun. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun doing this video, creating these looks. It was just, I don't know, it was a great time, and I'm really struggling trying to pick a favorite look because I love the like gray tones paired with those like warm shimmers. I'm really, really liking it, but I also loved that blue mint look from look number 1. So I don't know if I can pick a favorite. You'll have to let me know what your favorite was. I feel like I run into that every time I do a multiple looks video. I'm like, I don't know what my favorite was. I liked them all. I just love having fun and being creative with eyeshadow. It's my favorite. But yeah, so far I'm really, really liking this palette. Obviously I haven't used all 24 shades yet, but I've used probably about half the palette now, and I'm really enjoying it. I feel like it's exactly what I expect with Oden's Eye. I feel like everything was just fun and easy to work with and pretty, and I love these different color combos, and I love how there's so many pretty twinkly, shifty shimmers. Really itching to dive into some of those purples. I think I'll be doing that on like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. So just stay tuned for that. I'm sure it'll be up very shortly after this video goes up. But I'm just really excited about this. And again, like I said, I'm more excited than I kind of initially thought I would be. I didn't think it looked bad when I opened this palette, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't necessarily like blown away upon first glance. But as I've like spent more time with it and played around with it and swatched it and created looks with it, I've just gotten really, really into it. I think the color combos are really fun. I think it's very bright and very whimsical, but it also has like some cool edginess to it that I feel like is really fun to pull out of this one. But I would love to hear your thoughts. What are you thinking of the palette? What do you think of these looks? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. If you made it to the end of this video, leave some icy themed emojis. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I'm battybean over there. And you can also subscribe if you want to see more videos. You're also welcome to hop over to my second channel linked in my description box if you want additional content. And also in my description box is a link to my channel memberships. There's a couple different tiers with a couple different perks, and I would love to have you. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep watching, I'll pop a similar one on the screen. Thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you in the next one.